Real Madrid returns to the Copa del Rey tournament. Ancelotti talks about this tournament, about Vinicius and more. Let's hear.
The King's Cup starts for your team after that victory in Valencia. How are you approaching this new competition and tomorrow's match against Deportivo Minera?
With the usual excitement, of course, because it is an important tournament that has given us much happiness in recent years. And also, if there comes a time in the season that is not the most suitable, we will respect the opponent, the jersey, the competition. So we will try to do our best, aim to get through the round.
With Vinicius pending the sanction they give him, is he going to travel tomorrow? And if he travels, could he start the game, if he does indeed travel?
The ones not traveling are two players. They are Courtois and Rüdiger. They are staying here. The others are all traveling, all can play, keeping in mind that we played a match just recently, as you all now. So some players might still be tired because of that. I want to give minutes to others who have played a bit less. But we are all convinced that we continue to believe that the card was not red, it was a yellow card. And I stand by this, so we hope he won't be penalized with matches.
It seems that whenever something happens with Vinicius, the focus is on the negative, blaming it all on him. You interact with him daily. How difficult is it to be Vinicius?
I think it's tough. I'm not in his shoes, but I think it's tough. If I put myself in his shoes, it's hard to endure everything that's happened, everything that continues to happen, the insults and all the rest. It's not going to be easy to handle. It is clear that he always tries to improve and endure. Obviously, he's sad about the red card he received. He already apologized, as you know. But we have to move forward.
We ask you a lot, and you talk to us a lot here about the overload of matches, about making players play barefoot. But tomorrow there is a rule that requires you to have 7 first-team players on the field at all times. What do you think of that rule? Thank you.
Well, I think that it is a rule and we must respect it. And about this rule, I have no problem with this and we will respect it.
The match will be played tomorrow in a professional football field, unlike the last 2 seasons in Cáceres and Aranda de Duero. Don't you think that makes you feel a bit calmer, because you won't find the grass from 2 seasons ago, somewhat because of that fear all players may have, because injuries are more likely to happen on a poorly maintained field in matches like this, in professional football field that is theoretically better maintained?
Of course, yes, I feel a little more at ease. The lawn is good, there's less chance of having issues, we can play. And then all the fans, the entire audience will be able to enjoy it. Everyone will be able to enjoy a good match. In this sense, this is quite obvious.
I wanted to go back a bit to Vinicius, beyond the penalty of that red card action and all that. But I wanted to ask you about those gestures he made to the Mestalla stands, with the gesture of the number 2, as if saying, you are going down to the 2nd division. I don't know if you've seen them and what you think of those kinds of gestures and what advice you can give Vinicius to abstract a little from all that noise from the stadiums against him. Thanks.
Well, I haven't seen what he has done. I see what happens, and as I told you, I see what has happened and what is still happening in the stadiums. And I think that he has been able to improve his attitude a lot in recent times. Can he improve more? Yes, of course he can improve, but nobody is perfect. I think he has done a lot of work. He is doing a lot of work on this. He has improved a lot, so much so that he is the best player in the world.
You all have a season with 7 titles ahead, but considering the demands of the schedule, you might have to play in the Champions League playoffs. If this King's Cup, when it starts progressing in rounds, which could happen like last year with Atlético de Madrid, this competition can become a problem. Of the 7 titles you have, this one holds the least value.
I think the Copa del Rey is not going to be a problem until you are in the Copa del Rey. When you are out of the Copa del Rey, it will be a problem because it is like that. Because Real Madrid tries to fight to compete in all competitions. The problem will be if we are out of the Copa del Rey. The last 2 years, the last 3 years have gone well. This competition for us has gone very well. Playing the final of this cup is very nice, so the goal is to reach the final as always. Thank you very much.